Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. The Honorable of the Judges and all of ladies and gentlemen. First of all, let us give thanks for the Almighty Allah Subhanahu wa Ta'ala. Because of His blessing, we are able to attend this English speech contest. Secondly, may peace be upon the Prophet Muhammad Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, who has guided us from the darkness into the brightness. Introduce, my name is Ratna. I am from University of Raden Surakarta. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to talk about the importance of sex education. Sex education is a clear and correct information on the issue of human sexuality. Why is sex education important? Because of the importance of sex education or not, we can see in our environment. There are a lot of teenagers who marry young because they were pregnant before marriage. And many cases as abortion, drugs that cause the death of young women, and sex workers who are dominated by young women, and many even school teenagers. And the high number of early marriage and births today we see on social media like Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, etc. And the cases that we often encounter on social media and television are cases of dumping babies on the street and in the trash because the result of illicit relationship. And sadly, most of them are still in school. Ladies and gentlemen, teenagers are the most important part of the growth of the country. They are the new generation. However, there are many teenagers have been deprived. They run to drugs, commit suicide, free sex, drink alcohol, smoking, etc. Those are spreading in teenagers' life. And the most popular, we know that problem is free sex. There are many bad effects of free sex, such as we can suffer from HIV. And then the pregnancy for the girl, it will be damage their future. Ladies and gentlemen, teenagers must be given sex education, especially at school. The need of comprehension about human sexuality in teenagers. Life must be fulfilled. They must know about sexual human and responsibility of their self. They should get much information about sexuality rightly for them. The information can be given by sex education at school. The teachers can describe sex for the student in order that the teenagers will avoid sex before marriage. School is good mediator in giving sex education for teenagers. School has good conducive situation. School and the teachers are the second circle after the family. It will be better if the teachers hold on even like similar with a doctor as the speaker in order that the teenagers can get sex education deeply and give them the aim of sexual activity correctly. With sex education, the teenagers will be careful in doing something about sex. Although they know about how to avoid the pregnancy, but virginity is very important for the woman. Sex before marriage just makes us fall into a trap. There are some aims of sex education for the teenagers, which are they can understand that sexuality as the part of life. They also know about the consequence of unresponsible sex activity. Ladies and gentlemen, sex education is very needed for teenagers. Starting now, sex education must be given to them and for sure the teenagers that fall into free sex, drugs, alcohol, etc. Just a few part of many teenagers that we want to study hard and avoiding free sex. Ladies and gentlemen, finally, I think that's all of my speech about the importance of sex education. If I had any mistake, I apologize and thank you so much for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.